Hi, everybody. This is SAAD. As many of you know, I receive innumerable letters from people, students, faculty members, parents of students, all saying that they would love to get involved in the battle of ideas, but they can't do so because, and then fill in the blank, because I can't get a bad grade on my paper, because I'm going up for tenure, because I'm going up for full professor, because I'm applying for a grant, because I'm applying for a chaired professorship, because I'm applying to graduate school, because my family and friends won't like me, and on and on and on. And I always tell people, as a, I think, poignant analogy, that the people who stormed the beaches at Normandy weren't guaranteed safe passages, but they did it. And I can promise you that you speaking out on a university campus is not nearly as fraught with dangers as those young men. Yes, they were men, not people of all genders, who stormed the beaches of Normandy. You don't have that same courage and you don't have the same threats. Yes, of course, there are consequences to speaking out, but it doesn't mean that we all shouldn't do our part. So today what I wanted to do is give you an example of a manifestation of courage. Someone who decided that they're not willing to be quiet, despite the fact that there might be repercussions to their future. This is a young student at the University of Pennsylvania. So I'm just going to read you the whole exchange. And I did clear it with the person in question to read the whole thing. So here we go. Dear Dr. Saad, I'm sending you this message to thank you for inspiring me to speak out against nonsense. I recently wrote an article in my school's newspaper criticizing the dean of our law school, who accused a professor of being a bigot and racist. This is the second time that he has denounced her. The first was because she made the most mild claim imaginable, which is that some cultures are better than others. My goodness. Similarly, this time he denounced her because she argued immigration policy should consider an individual's culture. Oh my goodness, the shame. To my knowledge, not a single professor at my university has publicly defended her. Admittedly, part of me was scared to publish the article. I am concerned it will be used against me when I apply to medical school. But as I mentioned, brave individuals such as yourself who risk both their professional career and safety to speak out against insanity made me realize the importance of engaging in the battle of ideas. If you are interested, here's the article. I'll post it at the bottom of this clip for you to check out. Thank you again, and best of luck in your future endeavors, Miles Deal. I'm identifying the person because he gave me permission to do so. So I wrote back, I'm proud of you, Mr. Deal. I might read your email on my channel to embolden others to follow your lead and get engaged. I can remove your identity, but this seems silly since your article is penned under your name. Let me know. He writes back, Hi, Dr. Saad. Thank you for the response. Please feel free to read the email to your audience, and similarly, you are welcome to share my identity. Have a great day, and thank you for all that you do, Miles Deal. And then finally I reply, Wonderful. Thank you, my good sir. I read you this exchange because it is a manifestation of what we could each do. In this case, this young student who stands to lose a lot, right? He doesn't have tenure. He's not established. He's not protected in all the ways that each of you who choose to stay quiet would like to be protected. And yet he says, no, my commitment to speaking out, to exercising my freedom of speech supersedes my objective to get into a good medical school. And the reality is, any medical school who would reject this candidate based on the fact that he decided to speak out against his dean, for the dean being an utter moron, is a medical school that is not worthy of having him as a student at their school. I would want to have a physician taking care of me who has this level of integrity. So again, some people speak out from Saudi Arabia. What kind of courage does it take to do so. So whenever any of you are thinking, but I can't speak out because fill in the blank, think of what others do so that they can seek to have the types of freedoms that you all take for granted. I just gave you an example of a young student who decided that they didn't want to be a part of this kind of nonsense and they were going to use their voice, however big or however small, to contribute to the battle of ideas. I hope this serves as a catalyst for those of you who've been sitting as bystanders. You all have a voice. You all can contribute. You can all say, no, I won't put up with this level of lunacy. You should just see how many people are writing to me now from all sorts of prestigious universities, because now everyone has to go through various forms of truly Orwellian mandatory trainings. I had to do it this past Friday. This is not good. If you sit idly, we will be led to the abyss of infinite lunacy quietly. Don't succumb to your cowardice. Speak out. Have a good day, everybody.